All right, Shane, you are doing some awesome things. You're a young cat. What were you doing before you got into mobile home investing?
Right before mobile home investing, I was doing wholesaling for freestanding homes. But I only did that for 7 days. I only did that for 7 days and then switched to mobile homes because I saw it was like, oh, this is really good. I can't let this opportunity go away. But then right before that, I was a clinic coordinator for a local or regional HIV organization here in my region, Northern Indiana. Yeah.
Wow. So you got a lot going on. Explain to us what mobile home investing experience you had, prior before these first deals, or even any real estate investing experience you had.
I really didn't have any real estate investing experience at all. One of my mentors, he took me to a real estate investors meeting 2 years ago. I met some people, kind of kept in contact, saw them around town here and there, but didn't even study it. Just knew what people were doing in real estate, like, buy and hold, flips, and wholesaling, but really didn't even study those terms and concepts until about 2 weeks ago. So I had no experience at all. I just said, something hit me, and I called my mentor because he's a real estate investor slash agent. I called him. I said, let's go have lunch. Let's go have coffee. We sat down and I said, how do I get started in real estate? I have nothing but time. I have no money. I have no experience. I'm 20 years old, so I have barely any credit, and if any, it's not good, So what's the best way for me to start in real estate? And he said, well, if I were you, I would start with wholesaling. He told me that. We sat there for about 2 hours. He explained the entire concept of wholesaling to me, all the paperwork, how to find homes, how to analyze deals. I went home at about 10 o'clock. I stayed up until 2 or 3 in the morning. I found a home. I called him at 6 in the morning. I said, I found this home. Let's go look at it. And we met there, and he was like, okay, nice. So I tried to get that home, and then I found another one immediately. So I had 2 homes. I was like, okay, this wholesaling thing is kind of easy. Let's just, get the deals done, right? So I'm trying to get the deals done. But I didn't want to, sign any paperwork right away because I was still kind of learning. I didn't want to get myself in something I couldn't get out of. Luckily, I was fortunate enough that my mentor, the agent, he was an investor in this area and in Chicago, but he also had a network of other investors. So all I had to do was really bring the deals. He brought the buyers, so value for value, right?
Right.
And I brought the deals, but it was my decision not to actually follow through because after analyzing it, I was like, these homes, this is a whole new construction we're going to have to do. I don't want this to be the first deal. I like to get things done quickly, but I'm willing to be patient to find a really nice deal to learn from and make money from. So while I was out looking for my next deals, I'm on Instagram searching through hashtags like real estate investing, wholesaling, this and that. I come across Trailer Cash Academy. I'm like, mobile homes? What? Is there even money in mobile homes? I thought we only had 1 or 2 mobile homes in my area. I didn't know Indiana was one of the states with like the most mobile home parks in the country. Yeah. And so I had to like Google mobile homes near me. They're like 10 within 30 minutes away. I had never seen. They're kind of hidden, It's like, okay, well, I got a lot of supply, and these people are on Instagram kind of teaching how to make money in this business, but you guys keep your information in this circle of people who intend to be really serious about the concept about investing, so you're putting value out there, but just the serious people, they'll come and they'll apply what you guys teach, and you wait to give that to them. So I think that's really smart. So I tried to, I was on your Instagram, your website. I watched the webinar maybe 4 times. That one couple that made $10,000 in 48 hours, that was really big inspiration to me. I'm on your Facebook page, and I'm trying to just get as much information as I can from what you guys put out there before we got on the call, and I could join the groups and things like that. So I got just enough to feel confident enough to try to get into the mobile home investing, mobile home real estate kind of arena. So I
Nice.
I took what my mentor told me the week before. I just applied it to mobile homes, you know, and I was just trying to grind and hustle to get some deals done in the wholesaling part, because mind you, I still had no money. So I couldn't just go buy one and rent it out or flip it and things like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Man.
That's crazy. So what actually interested you in mobile homes? Like I know you were
Hold on, I gotta cut you off. I
Okay.
gotta just say, I gotta commend you, man. You're 20 years old. He's moving and shaking, right? It sound like what were we doing at 20 years old? I
man,
mean,
not doing that.
we're waking up early in the morning. I mean, I'm feeling good because we're just coming from the gym. I've got the line from the headband across my face, and you're already in the studio, you know, ready to go, moving and shaking. So I just got to commend you for that, because again, there's just not a lot of 20-year-olds doing that and connecting the dots like you are. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no worries. No worries. No, that's awesome. We give you big kudos for getting out there, taking action. A lot of people, they sit on information and they learn, but they don't actually take action. You're a complete opposite. You're like, I just need a little bit of information.
I just need enough to just go. I just need enough to go. That's all. And I'll learn as I keep going, you know, because you're not, one thing is people have analysis paralysis, right? They want to wait until they feel like they have everything they need, and then they just end up waiting and never taking action, you know. So I'm one of those people. Like I just need enough. Sometimes I don't need anything. Just tell me like the broad concept and I'll just jump in, because I'm gonna learn while I'm doing it anyway, whether I know a lot about it or I don't. I'm gonna learn throughout the process, you know. So
no, that's the best way to learn. That's the best way to learn. What even interested you in mobile homes? Like what caught your attention?
Just how easy. I think it was really the numbers. It was the numbers, because I wanted to buy duplexes and rent them out. But I was gonna take like the seller finance kind of route, you know, a couple thousand down. I just pay a little bit, but I still have some cash flow from my tenants. And it was just, the amount of cash was just a lot for, you know, one single family home or one duplex, you know, where I'm like, okay, well, you guys explained, you know, or something, you know, you could take a 20,000 down payment from a home and just buy 4 mobile homes, and you're going to make, you know, 3 times as much in, you know, in your monthly cash flows. It was just the numbers. The numbers made a lot of sense to me.
I could tell you watched the webinar a few times. So let's go into your first mobile home deal, man. Let's talk about it. How much did you make? How much time did you put into it? How much of your own money did you put into it? And you know, just that time frame of finding the home, selling it, and all that good stuff.
So I put no money in, 0.00, no dollars, you know, in any currency. But one thing that I did that I actually got from you guys was, you said it was the concept of finding out how much demand there is, right? Testing the waters out. So I found a mobile home that was for sale, and I, you know, put it out there and just to see what the demand was for mobile homes in that area, or just this mobile home in general. And the demand, I put this out there, and on a Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, I had about 5,000 hits. Woo! on this deal. And so, you know, and it was a Sunday, so the person who was selling it wasn't, you know, picking up the phone, because I didn't know the lot rent, I didn't know the size, I didn't know any information. I was like, this is mobile home for sale, you know, who wants it? So I had to wait till Monday, and people were mad too. They were mad, like, I'm getting at you. Why are you not responding to me? Like, I'm trying to keep up, because there's so many people. My phone's like ding, 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 ding. So I had to wait until Monday to call the seller, like, hey, I got a buyer for you now, you know. And he's like, oh, well, I just saw somebody, we're gonna close, you know. And he was like, he closed the deal on that mobile home for $6,000. I brought him a buyer for $8,500, and he was like, oh, I missed out on some money. I was like, well, you know, you got anything else? He was like, yeah, I got this, I got that. So he gave me 2 other mobile homes to put under contract, and it's just been like bam, 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 you know, since then.
Wow.
It was a week ago. No, that
Oh man, some people are just happy to
5
get
days ago.
that
That was
first
this week.
1,000, first $2,000. You moving? It's been just a few days, man. Imagine, with what you know now, and 6 months or 7 months passes, how much value you're gonna bring to your marketplace and get paid for the amount of value you bring into the marketplace. So we're happy, man. We're happy to have you as a student. Like,
Yeah.
you're a mover and shaker, man. That's what I like.
That is amazing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that is amazing. But let's get to these 17 deals in the pipeline. So you said
Okay.
he's giving you 2 other under contract. How are you, what's going on with these other 15 that you're just getting? And you've been doing this for 5 days, right? Like, you've been mobile.
5 days.
5 days.
This morning is day 6. This morning is day. So I'm counting the days, because when we talked, you said, what's your 90-day goal? And I'm like, okay, well, I need to track something measurable. I need data. I need numbers to keep me going. So I'm counting the days.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
The reason why we connected so heavily is when we talk to a lot of people and ask them what their 90-day goal is and what their plan is to get there. What's their why behind it. And I really like the fact that even though you're 20 years old, you were really, really clear on your why behind all this. You're very, very clear on that. And I tell everybody, man, like, don't just come to this game just throwing out some random number. I just want to make $100,000 a month. It's like, why? For what? Even if you get that money, it's just money. It's just money. What is it going to change for you? I love the fact that you're so young, but you're looking like 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line. And when you have that amount of clarity, it makes this even more fun and makes everything easy.
Yes. I mean, I went to bed at 3:30 this morning. I had to wake up at 6:30. I'm energized. I'm ready. My first meeting was at 9:30. I got a call with you. We got some other things going on today. I'm literally the first thing I do when I wake up is I check my phone to see how many inquiries I've gotten over on the listings, right? And then I'm planning, okay, I got to call my seller. I got to do this. I got to do that. So really everything right now is tunnel vision. How do I move? Not necessarily move as many mobile homes as I can, but how do I do it in a way that my seller is happy and my buyer is happy, right? How do I do that, do my job very well and still establish those relationships, So, and it's not about money. I mean, the first deal I was supposed to make $1,000, and the buyer, he was like, there's some damage, there's a leak in the roof, we got to come down. The first deal I made, $500 at the end of it, at the closing. So, and it's not about the $500. It's not about the money. It's about the relationship I just established with the seller on how quickly I was able to move his mobile home. And that's what led to having more deals in the pipeline.
Man, you got it right there. It's not even it's about getting the deal done. We tell that to our students all the time. It's not about hitting it out of the park on your first one. Yeah, it's great if you make 10, 20,000, but even if you make $500, you have the confidence. Now, right. You know the formula. Now you know how to bring value to others. That's what it's really about.
Yeah, the value to others, because it's those connections. It's the connections that's going to bring you multiple fruit in the future. And I'm guessing that is how you got to the 17 deals.
Yeah. So let me break that down for you guys. So of course I put this home out for sale for the seller. He sold it quickly to another buyer, but then he realized that I was able to get him more money on that home than what he actually sold for. So he wanted, he wanted to work with me because I was able to get him more money. I was able to bring more value to him. The value to him was the money, but it was value to him, right? And so he said, I have this and this. I have 2 more homes. Can you move those, right? I said, sure. He had a little, he wanted to work with me, but he still had a little doubt, because the other ones had been on the market for some time. And I said, well, let's get all of the details in the agreement together, because I've never met this guy. He's 3 hours away. I've never been to the park. I still don't know all about the mobile home business. People tell me parks can be cutthroat when they're dealing with sellers and things like that, So I said, okay, let's get the details of the agreement together. And I sent him a contract via DocuSign. He was like, yeah, it looks good, but I'll pay you if you can, we'll see how quickly you can bring me a buyer. I said, oh, I could tell he had doubt in him. I said, okay, well, we'll do that. I call him first thing the next day. Hey, I have a buyer at, boom, this price, which was more than what he was selling it for again. He was so happy. He said, okay, I got this home for you. I need to, so this one, we got another one in the park. He's listing that one at like 63,000, and it's recently remodeled and things like that. So we'll see how that one goes. So he has 2. He wants me to sell those. He says, once I sell those, he has 5 more in the park for me that need to be sold. I guess word is spreading, because after that, a couple hours later, another mobile home park called me, because this mobile home park is North Columbus. Another one called me, South Columbus, Ohio, and said, hey, we have 5 mobile homes we need moved too. Can you help us sell them? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. An hour after that, another mobile home park in Illinois called me. Hey, we have 5 that we need moved too. Can you help us? I said, yeah, just send me the information. We'll see what we can do. So that's kind of how the deals got in the pipeline. So I'm sitting on 17 contracts.
Wow.
However, here are the relationships. The guy who bought the first one works for a mobile home investment group in Michigan. And he said, because I was so good to him, because I was, gave him all of the information. I was just honest with him. I gave him all the information about what was wrong with the home. Didn't try to, sugarcoat it or anything. Just told him what's up, told him the number, even negotiated it down for him. And he said, okay, well, my company likes this mobile home and we'll buy it, but we actually want to buy the entire park. Can you help us? And so, now I'm just like, oh, I've never sold a park before. I can't even find material online to teach me how to sell a park and what I need to know. So I have to, just pray about that one and, hold on and do my due diligence. But it's that value that I gave to the buyer. The buyer felt like he got such a good deal that now they want me to help broker a deal for an entire park, because that's what they really do. They buy parks, not just
Right.
they want homes. So that's the pipeline, and this is day 6, and it's all because you guys put out information on the internet. And I just so happened to find it, and it's been great ever since. So
And I love to hear that. That is a true hustler spirit right there. To be able to get all of that in the pipeline on your 6th day of even learning about mobile home investing and getting into this business, that is amazing. We're super proud of you. We cannot believe, and I'm sure so many people got a ton of value out of your story.
Yeah.
And hearing the action you're taking.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I think I'm taking away from this. Is like, it's not about knowing everything. It's about getting out there, taking action, and learning as you're going and building those relationships and adding value.
For sure. Yeah. Connecting the dots, bringing value to the marketplace. I like that you mentioned win-win, making the other, the seller, making your connections, making them be in the winning seat before self. So there's a book out there called The Go-Giver. And, it basically states you level up by just being the connector. And that's what you're doing. You're connecting people with things that they need, and you're getting paid for your efforts. So we love it, man. That's what we teach in our course.
Absolutely. So thank you, Shane. We really, really appreciate you sharing all that information, your journey, and all of the tips and advice that you gave to all of our